What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Burndown YouTube channel. So I've got good news. We're in for Rocky Mountain Race Week 1.0 this year, so we did get a ticket. We got in basically on a legacy ticket, so thank you to Matt and June Frost. I'm excited to go. However, we have our work cut out for us, and we have some stuff to do still. So I'll go over, we've got one upgrade done, and then one thing on the way. And I essentially need these in order just to get the car running again and license, hopefully. And then the big thing we're still waiting on is transmission stuff. Unfortunately, I'm in transmission purgatory, and I feel like we're gonna be there for at least, I'm hoping to have the thing ready for LS Fest West, but I digress. So let's go over the upgrades. I'll flip you around, and sorry for the glare on the camera. I'm using my phone, and it's actually broken right there, so it's always gonna have the little stupid ugly glare. Sorry about that. So take you up front, show you the first change we've made. All right, cruise around front. Da, 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 da. Bam! We have an oil accumulator. It's kind of the big dog, actually. Not sure exactly what size this is, but I think this is the larger one. It is welded, mounted. It's actually pressurized right now, and we've got it closed. And what this does is this has a piston in it that moves back and forth. You put air pressure on this side through a shrouder valve there, and that acts as a spring. And if you lose oil pressure, for instance, you pump your pan out kind of like we do, or if you had a hard launch and your oil was low or something and it became uncovered, the pickup uncovered, this would pick up the slack. So it goes over to the side, and then I have a fitting. I don't know if we can see it. Maybe from the side over there. An ITC fitting. Sneak you down there. Da, 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 da. Oh, quality entertainment. So there it is. There she is. So that's the fitting that we have it plumbed into. And then I hardlined it. Probably one of the ugliest hard lines I've made, but it is all done as a -8 to that. I don't have the electronic valve, but I will show you guys. Let's see if we can do this. Turn this thing on. The other feature that it has that you can do, if you want, if you're so inclined, is you can actually, oh geez, man, amateur day. You can pre-lube your car if you can get everything to start. Fire up. All right, so turn the computer on. Let me see our dash. Car's not running. We are at 0. So there you go, 0 oil pressure, and we've got 0 oil pressure. Flip the little valve. It should start pressurizing the system. And there you go, 40 pounds of pressure. Hello. So that is basically what that bad boy does. And it'll equalize with the engine running. So I guess if we start it back up, we're at 68 psi. So we'll just shut it off for now. But the other thing it technically allows you to do is to hold like an extra quart and a half of oil that's outside of the pan. So it's pretty cool. You guys look it up, and they do a better job explaining it. But essentially, like I said, it's a piston that moves back and forth. It equalizes the pressure between the pump and if you're seeing oil pressure or not through the pickup, if the motor's making pressure or not. And then it holds extra capacity. So like I said, when you pump it out, that'll push oil into the motor, and then you can keep the party rolling. So that's my explanation for that. And then I finally got a little regulator guy in. So we mounted this up today. I ran the line. So this is 1/4 inch line that cruises up. And then we just routed it through. I haven't even clipped all the little guys, but it's just routed along here. And we poked it through up front. And this will go up underneath over to here. And we are doing onboard air, so I actually have 2 MAC valves. So we're gonna do 2 3-ports. So one's a fill and one's a dump, and then out of the center, I'm actually waiting on a T-fitting. This goes out, I believe, to the dome or domes, the guys down yonder. So the center of this will go to domes, one will evacuate, and I believe that's how it's set up. So I don't know, we will figure it all out together, but yeah, you'll feed it in one side, go out the other side, and it has a vent still. The other thing we did that I want to share with you guys is the 3D print stuff. So in one of the last videos, I said I got a 3D printer. We started using it. I've had it a little over a week now. I've been stumbling my way through Fusion 360 and designing stuff. And then this is my first part that I made all by myself. And it solves a problem that I have that is particular to me. So we'll open this up. And you can see, little cap guy. We got an O-ring in there. Probably can't see it. But this is a bulkhead for my freaking drain. So, and then I made this, my little on-off backer switch, so it's legible. And then we put a little vinyl sticker, and I got one on the car. So we'll flip you guys around and show you what both of those do. But let me know if you have any interest. In my opinion, I've got the AnchorMake M5C. I just talked to Happel and copied what he had. I was on the fence of getting like a Bamboo Lab, but the AnchorMake is 300 bucks. And the thing works pretty damn well, I do have to say. And then the drain that I'm going to show you guys is in PETG, which is a different material. So it's like the stuff that water bottles are made out of. So it can live in this tank here and be an awesome drain. So I'm going to flip you around and show you that, because that's pretty slick. And I'll show you what the on-off switch looks like actually on my car. So for any of you that have followed along long enough, I just had a fitting that went through the box. And it wasn't quite long enough, and I siliconed it in. And then I put this janky thing here to drain it. And you need a pretty good sized drain, because when that fills up with water, you know, you want it to come out of there so you can move on with life, right? So that is what this drain was designed for here. And it's the same exact concept, right? There's my little thing. I've got an O-ring in here. I'll actually show you this material versus this other material. So this is shiny, this is PETG, and then this is just the standard. I always forget the freaking terms because I'm a noob at it, but this is, like I said, the water bottle material, and it's shiny, and it's water phobic, water resistant, and then it just comes through in here. So I just put a little bead of silicone, put it through, tighten a little nut, and we are off to the races. And then I made an extra cap because I'm an idiot, and if I lose it, I'll have at least another one. I'll probably do it at least one more before race week, just in case I don't lose nothing. So we got that, and then this is, look at my on-off switch. So I just wrote this on the car because this thing comes with a sticker and it degraded. So I just did this at race week so we could pass, and I guess it's legible, you know, far enough back, but it always bugged me because it's ugly. So we made this, I'm happy with it. I'll pull this back out at some point and paint it black, but yeah, that's nice and legible. I could probably make it a little bit smaller, but I'm okay with it. So let me know what you guys think on that. That is it. That is a wrap. So that's the update. I'm waiting on the T-fitting for the Mac valves. And then I was gonna get all excited and I started working on like a dual Mac valve holder on the 3D printer. But I've realized that the spot it's gonna live, there's too much heat, and then I have to get like nylon and try a whole new printing thing, and I'm just not good enough at this point to mess with all the different substrates and screw with stuff. And I'm like, I got a piece of aluminum over there I can punch some holes in and just make happen. So we will end up doing that, but I got to get the T-fitting, put it together so then I know distances, and then we will find a spot to sneak it up there. And then we'll get on to wiring that up. I'm gonna wire the little compressor up, and then we are styling, we're looking pretty good other than transmission parts. So Ryan Jan still has my big boy transmission. It has a bunch of prototype stuff. He needs to test it. So I do not have that one. I have another one that was sitting in my backyard that I pulled apart, set some pieces over. I should have a care package coming back from Ryan hopefully this week, and then that'll give me everything I need to slap another one together. So the plan this year is to actually bring it back up. So I'm hoping that my good transmission gets done, the one that he's building that we know should be just a phenomenal piece. I'm hoping I get that in time to install it before we go to race week. And then I'm hoping to have the other one in here for testing and running and driving around, the one that I'm building myself. And that will be my backup, and that's gonna have an input shaft and trans brake. So if anything happens to any of them, I will have a second transmission. So we're not going from a race style transmission back to stock. we will go from a racing style one with a trans brake to another racing one with a trans brake, and then hopefully we can make it through race week this year without transmission changing on a trans brake. And I'd like to be in the 9-second range this year, anywhere in the 9s. I mean, I'd love to go low 9s, but I don't want to jinx myself. We've already gone 10s. I'd like to see single-digit passes the whole time. That is basically my goal. A lot of guys in the class are a lot faster than that, but we'll just play it by ear and we'll see how we go. And I'll keep you guys up to date on the upgrades. That's it. I'm gonna quit talking. I'm out.